Alright everyone, so this anniversary has finally been announced for the EN server. And for people that don't know about the anniversary event, we actually have two types of anniversaries for Ensemble Stars. The first one is going to be our server anniversary, which we're coming up to our 3rd year soon in June. And it's going to be pretty different from JP because we follow the foreign servers, which we have a limited event, a limited campaign, and also a limited scout that JP doesn't have. And we also get some freebies here and there for that as well. And then for the Ensemble Stars series anniversaries, it's going to be a huge celebration that follows pretty much directly what JP does. And JP is on their 10th anniversary, or is going to be on their 10th anniversary soon. And we are on the 7th anniversary because we are pretty behind, so we're getting up to 10th anniversary eventually. And for 7th anniversary, since it is lucky number 7, the theme of this anniversary is going to be luck and, I guess, gambling. A fun fact is that in the KR server, because gambling is illegal, they actually had to cut out a lot of things, like slots, the roulettes and everything, anything related to gambling. And hopefully we won't get any censorship. I don't think we will, because gambling is essentially fine here. I literally live in Las Vegas, the city of gambling. So but for this anniversary, we're going to get a lot of stuff, and there's going to be a lot of things to do for anniversary in general. And the anniversary campaign is going to be separated into 2 parts. The first part is going to be heads, and the second part is going to be tails. And there's honestly a lot of stuff to go over, so let's go ahead and start. And first talk about the first part of this anniversary, which is going to be heads edition. So first things first, we are going to get 70 pulls for 7th anniversary, and we're going to get 1 10 pull a day as you log in. And also on the last 10 pull you get, you are guaranteed 1 5-star. And because this is 7th anniversary, I do not know what the pool or selection of pool will be for the cards you can get. They could be all the way up until last year, or they could be up until now for the current standard pool. I don't know. We'll see once we get the scouts and we can see the list of cards you can get. And along with that, we also will be getting a login bonus for the heads edition, where you can get all the way up to 2500 diamonds, and you'll get voice lines for each character that is associated with the heads edition. So make sure to log in every day to get those. And along with that, one of the biggest things is that we are going to get the 7th anniversary scouts head edition, and this is going to be a weekly rotation of scouts, and it's going to feature characters that are in this part of the anniversary. And then I'm just going to go through a list of all the characters and what group they're going to be in. And the first scout will start on the first day of the anniversary, and every week after that is going to go to the next group. So for group A, our first group is going to contain Subaru, Shu, Kaoru, Nazuna, and Soma. And then for group B, we're going to get Shinobu, Nikki, Tomoya, Natsume, and Sora. And then for group C, we're going to get Mao, Kanata, Aida, Tatsumi, and Hinata. And then for group D, we're going to get Wataru, Yuzu, Hiro, Mitsuzu, and Arashi. And then lastly, for group E, we'll get Tori, Chiaki, Hiyori, Koga, and Kaito. And then one thing to note is that for each temple you do, you will be getting 2 rate-up characters. It could be the same character, it could be 2 different ones. It's just that you'll be getting 2 rate-ups at least. So hopefully if you're going to summon on these, you'll get your character that you want. And also these cards are mostly specifically for SPPs. You will be getting the music video outfit from the events in themselves during the campaign. And then along with that, we also will be getting a 5-star selection scout. And this is going to be a scout where you can actually pick the 5-star that you want. So you're going to be guaranteed a specific 5-star that you want. And the only way to do this is by getting the 7th anniversary selection scout ticket set in the store. So make sure you get that if you want it. So this is only a paid option. And also, I do not know what the pool of selection cards you can get. I think it's going to only be up till last year, but you can always check at the scout first before you actually purchase it. So make sure to check it before you actually decide to buy it. And then the next scout we also are going to get is going to be the Unit Selection Scout Heads Edition. And it's going to be a scout where you can pick a unit, and you're going to get a 5-star guaranteed from that unit. And it's going to be 1 idol from that unit. So you don't get to pick the character, unfortunately, but you do get to pick the unit that you want. So I guess that's nice. And then this is going to cost 3,000 paid diamonds. And the next scout is going to be a yearly thing once a month, and I like to call it the Lucky 7 Scam Scout. And for a scout, you'll be given the option to use 770 diamonds in order to do a 3 pull, and the 3 pull will have a 7% rate up for 5 stars. So pretty much you'll get 3 pulls for 770 diamonds, and you have a bigger chance to get 5-star. But from my experience, every time I've done this, it hasn't really been that great, honestly. I actually don't think I got a single 5-star in the KR version, so take this with a grain of salt, and if you think you're lucky, go for it, and if you just want to test your luck, go for it as well. It's not that expensive, so. And along with that, we all are going to get the 7th anniversary song added to the game, which is going to be Surprising Things. And this is going to be a very cool song because during the actual music video, there's going to be a slot machine, and depending on the results of the slot machine, there'll be some surprises for you to see. I'm not going to spoil what it is for people that haven't seen it, so you'll just have to play the music video and see what will happen. And along with that, we'll also be getting the Super Cheers campaign, which is going to be 3 times drop rate of training materials. And we'll also be getting new office items for the Heads edition of the campaign, and you can get them from the office shop. And then also we'll be getting some paid packs for the Heads edition. And some of the big parts of the campaign itself. The first part is going to be the surprising roulette missions, and these are going to be daily missions you can do to get these things called surprise coins, and you're going to use them for a lot of the other parts of the events. First part is going to be hit the jackpot surprising things, and pretty much we're going to have a gauge that's going to be a communal effort. By playing lives and doing other things, you're going to be filling the gauge up, and every time it reaches 100%, we're going to have 1 hour once that gauge is full to sort of bet as many surprise coins you want for a chance to win big. So it's like so every time the gauge is full, you bet some coins, and then hopefully you will get a lot of coins from your bets. And another big thing you're going to use your surprise coins for is going to be the 7 idol big bonus, and it's going to be pretty much a raffle event where you're going to use your coins in order to pick 7 idols, and then after you pick your idols, there's going to be a few days where they're going to pick 2 idols, and when they pick all the idols and if they match with your idols, depending on how many matches you get rewards for that. So it's going to be very luck based. And then also with the coins, you're also going to be able to use them in the coin exchange shop, which is where you're going to be able to get the music video outfits for the 7th anniversary costumes for each idol. So make sure you save some coins for that. Okay, and that's it pretty much for the Heads portion. So for the Tails edition, the Tails edition will probably start roughly 4 or 5 months after the Heads edition. And just like the Heads edition, we'll be getting a login bonus for that portion as well. And the login bonus is going to be pretty much the same thing. We'll get up to 2,500 diamonds, and you'll get voice lines for everyone associated with the Tails portion of the event. And then also same thing, we'll be getting a 7th anniversary scout for a Tails edition of the campaign. And then just like the other scout, you will be getting at least 2 rate up cards for each temple, and each scout will last 1 week. So starting from Group A will have Rine, Hajime, Tsukasa, Izumi, and Tsumugi. Group B will have Hokuto, Makoto, Mayoi, Ibara, and Himaru. Group C will have Tetora, Mika, Adonis, Ritsu, and Madara. Group D will have Midori, Nagisa, Kohaku, Rei, and Leo. And lastly, Group E will have Eiichi, Jun, Yuta, and Kudo. And then along with that, Tails Edition will also have a unit selection guarantee 5-star banner as well, which will let you have 1 idol from the unit you pick, and you'll get a 5-star of that idol. And you also need 3,000 page gems to scout on this banner. And then also the same things for surprising roulette missions, and all those events related to it will also be available in Tails edition of the campaign. And the new thing being added is the ES intro quiz, where pretty much it's going to be sort of like a quiz game. You can play up to 4 friends, I think, and you can use some tickets in order to just have pretty much just like a fun little game that quizzes you on some music knowledge. And you can also get some rewards from this from voice lines, and I think other goodies as well. And we'll also be getting a rerun of the Super Support campaign, which will get 3 times drops for training materials. And then we'll also get new office items for the Tails edition. And then we'll also be getting some paid packs as well. Okay, and that's pretty much it for 7th anniversary. It's gonna be a pretty long year of stuff going on because we have honestly a lot of stuff in general going on. A lot of stuff in 7th anniversary actually has already been implemented into our server from a lot of QOLs, like the music video outfit room, to the phone calls, and to birthday updates as well. And the 7th anniversary was the time they had cover songs, but unfortunately we will not be getting those on EN. But I want to make a few points again, just to remind everyone. The first one is that the pool or standard pool of cards for the anniversary, I do not know what they will be, because they could be from up to last year or they could be up to this year. So make sure to check the scout list so you can see what cards are available for you to get before you use any paid diamonds or anything, and to make sure the card you want is in the pool. Second is that the scouts happening for 7th anniversary is going to be a weekly rotation, and you do get 2 raid ups. And if you're going for those, good luck to you. And then lastly, honestly, try to get as many surprise coins as possible, because there are titles and different things associated with how many you have. So even if you don't know about it, just try to hoard or try to get as many surprise coins as possible. Okay, but that is it pretty much for everything happening for 7th anniversary. Hopefully I went through everything, and if I didn't, or if you have any comments or questions, feel free to put it down below. But hopefully everyone's excited for 7th anniversary like I am. I'm really excited that we finally get surprising things to the server, and we're just gonna get a lot of summons and diamonds and just a lot of goodies in general. But with that, I hope you have a good day or night wherever you are. And with that, if you like the video, feel free to like the video, and if you like the content channel, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Every little thing helps. And hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hope you have a good day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you next time. So, peace.